Since you guys like the Last People Playground video so much, I decided to do a sequel, or just play the game again. There's not much more to it. Enjoy. Alright, we gotta start off strong. I'm thinking about a mechanism, like a saw trap kind of mechanism. So we get like a motion detector right here. We detect if he's moving or not. We put it right against his head. Right? And then we have a revolver pointed to the back of his head. That's also attached. And then we have that. So now, hypothetically, if he moves, let's get into walk real quick. Does that not work? I got like hella money. Are you not powering my revolver? Oh. Wow. I don't know what happened there, but either way it was funny. So that is a success, I say. Now what other kind of public executions could we do? It needs to be some way of like a saw trap, you know what I mean? Kind of like here, he causes his own death. He can't move, he can't do anything. You know what I mean? What do we want to do? How do we want to cause this guy like an ultimate demise? Okay, this science stuff is stupid. I didn't pass any of my sciences, so why should I care? Oh, that killed him? Oh, disappointing. We need a new subject. I kind of just want to go back to the mechanics. I want to make a bomb collar. I want to make a bomb collar. Hmm. Here it is. That's what I wanted. Then we add this. Then that powers that. And then we set the key. We don't need G, right? What key I need. So let's say this guy's walking over. He's okay. Okay. There's a few eyes that are keeping him here, which is inconvenient. Dare I say? So let's say he's walking over here. He wants to come to see his family, right? Because they've come to see him. But little does he know, I've attached a bomb to his neck. There we go. That worked. Not ideally how I wanted it to work. Like, preferably I would want it to blow up his entire family, not just himself. But explosives work a lot better in this game, in my experience. And we're gonna revive him real quick. This isn't the same guy, but we can pretend it is. Like, how are we gonna get the most amount of explosives in this human? This one's probably more deadly, I think. We could just strap a bunch of bombs to this guy. Now, how's this guy looking, you know? Let's just... Victim. Now, we need the activation, right? And I thought of a clever way, right? There's this thing called a laser detector, which just, does what it says, right? So what if we put him in a prison right here, right? That's also on his head. And this powers the explosives around him, right? And now we're gonna have a laser here. Now let's make it a bit closer, because it can be closer. Here. And oh, okay, now I've got to freeze it. Okay, well at least we know that I'm an explosives expert, just not a jailing expert. Okay, bring it back. And you kind of annoyed me a little bit because, you know, you kind of ruined my plans of giving you eternal hell, so I might just break your legs a little. Yeah, and your arms, right? We don't want you to move. Now, what we're gonna have is you right here and you right here that are attached to your body, and then a laser right here can be here, right? And a laser right, is that? I can't see when it activates, that's annoying. Now, because we've done this, we are now, with the explosives, going to add a bunch of these to his body. A bunch of these here. And there. Now we have his family. Because obviously we always want to make a family thing. So let's try and get him to walk. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Come on. I believe in you. You don't want to go that way? Come on, you got to see your family, man. They miss you. Yes! It worked! There we go. You're coming in here now. In the laser gate. That's... Okay, I need to make sure you can't walk. There we go. You don't want to bleed out, are you? Big. Kind of annoying. No, you're fine. Now, attached to your head, right here, is a laser, remember? Now, I might have killed that guy's family, but you're a different guy. Right, let's get rid of these, he's annoying me. Now, instead of you being exploded, your family will be, right? Hopefully this will protect you just in case. I don't really care if you die. So now there is a bunch of explosives near your family. Okay? Okay, that should be enough wires, right? There we go. Now, your family, right? If you move, you're not dead. Oh, you're dead. Come on, man. That's okay. That's just put him back to life. You're getting close. You're getting close, aren't you, man? Bit precarious. You moving? How about you try and walk to them? What did you do, man? What'd you do? You knew what was gonna happen. He's not taking it well. He really didn't take. He killed himself. He couldn't handle what he just did. Okay, now we've done the explosives. That's my explosive quota done for the day. If I do any more explosives, but I've made a rigged landmine-esque explosive, which means if I do any more explosives in this game today in this recording, it will explode me and explode my entire room. Oh, I have an idea. I have a TSA detector. Make a TSA detector, right? Let's say that you're going on the plane, and if you bring any metal beyond this point, you know what happens. So, for example, actually, this guy wants to bring a knife into my airport, right? He's gonna go stab someone, right? Firing squad! Or, let's say there's a robot that comes in here. He's not gonna die, but if he keeps trying to come in, he's eventually gonna get destroyed. Can you keep going? You somehow survived, which means that this isn't good enough. Clearly a bunch of AR, rifles. A bunch of rifles isn't enough. So clearly we have to go into Fallout territory and bring out the energy weapons. Let's see. Now that is way more effective. Okay, let's say you want to come in here with a gun, because you're not allowed to bring guns in my authoritarian country. Only I'm allowed to own guns, right? And you forgot. Oh no, I'm holding my gun. You know, it's such an accident. Okay, well that's definitely a good TSA machine.